Okie dokie. We're back. I've gone through it and I've enchanted 7 picks. Um, this is actually the pick that was in the machine before. I pulled it out and swapped it out with the first one that I enchanted already, so it's already going to work. They each have Fortune 7, Efficiency 8, and Boon of the Earth 5. Now, I have no idea if Efficiency 8 works inside block breaker machines, and I have absolutely no idea what Boon of the Earth does. Supposedly it spawns like bonus ores when you break a block, but I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be useful at all or anything. I just threw it on there because why not? So, I actually had to go through 2 sticks to get all the enchantments that I need. And I also got fed up with getting bad enchantments and made this thing here. Silk Touch, because it's not compatible with Fortune, and Fortune's what I needed, so that was like the first thing on there. And Mending and Life Mending, probably unnecessary to filter those out, but I was having problems getting Efficiency, and I noticed that any enchantment that I got one of those on it did not also have an Efficiency on it. Now, I don't know if those enchantments can actually just not go together or what, but I just threw it on there just to see what would happen, and it did seem to increase the number of efficiencies that I got. Okay. So, brings us to over here now. Just break this. I have a wrench. I didn't need to do that. Where's my wrench? How wrenched. I don't know why I have axes now. I don't need these axes anymore. Like, I have an all-ammonium axe. I don't need additional axes clogging up my inventory. Oh yeah, I made this a long time ago. Never worked. Was it a wrench? Wrench. Was after a wrench. Where did my wrench go? No, it's in here somewhere. There it is. Ooh, about to lag there. Steal this. Awesome. Okay, and that. Oh, sucked up by this thing. Okay. Right, yeah, no, that needs to stay there. Okay, so I'm gonna continue using the dire block breaker. Um, throw down like 7 more of these things. And put the things in here. Ooh, what is with this lag here that I'm getting? All right, and you scooped up. Just kind of reset your settings and toss you back into the system because you are no longer needed. I need more bricks or something. Actually, end stone. We'll grab end stone. Okay, so we need to go up 3 blocks from the center. Actually, 4 blocks. We'll go 4 blocks. Actually, is that even necessary? No, it isn't, because we can just offset it. Show area. And we can offset it up. There we go. Perfect. Can offset it to the west. The other west. I'll give it one more. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, mix down a bunch of these here. Now put block. Try that again. Okay. And let's see from here. Gonna need a variable storage here. If I dip underneath the thing, where's my cables? There they are. All right. And we don't need to make that visible anymore. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Also need an inventory reader. Inventory reader. Where's the inventory reader? There you are. Okay, and just while I have the ability to do so, I am going to grab this. Actually, I probably should have swapped them out, have this be the reader and that be the thing, so I could easily grab it, but whatever. Too late now. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so the block exporter, place item blocks, it's a list, yes, okay. Okay, and this here. How am I going to adjust this redstone? Actually, you know what? We can do this slightly different. We can do another inventory reader. And do we have a redstone writer ability? Do not. I shall add it. I'm sure I don't. Before I add this, it seems weird that I'd have one but not the other. Alright, I definitely did indeed do that. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. I set up, I needed a lot of amethyst, so I set up this guy down here. the crystal grower, and he is kind of not doing a very good job. But that's okay because he's doing a good enough job, honestly. Right. There it is. And actually, I don't need the reader anymore because it's just going to be reading the inventory directly. Yes, okay. Oop. Okay, and if I place wire here, writer here, I can't tell if they're connected. Should have more wire in my bag here. Okay. Well, I'll test it with that if there is. Is there a way to do this without a variable? Not really. Okay, well, fill ratio for that. We'll do it like this. Where's my program? There it is. Okay, so fill ratio. Uh, say greater than number, greater than number. Uh, double. Well, for now, let's go with 0. Greater than equal to. So if that is greater than or equal to 0, should be always true. Then output redstone signal. Oh, I need to put these things in the variable in here. True. Okay, and it is not directly connecting. Okay. What if I did this? Still not connecting. Okay. We're going to move this back one. Put that in there. What if I throw some redstone down? There we go. Okay, so I want these active when that is true, so I it's kind of a safety thing. If something happens here, like a creeper blows up, destroys this, it'll stop them all from going. Okay, now I'm actually going to change the numbers here, change everything. Okay, so the number is actually going to be, wait, 5? It's retain ID 52. 52, nice, okay. And then we want it to be true if less than. So if that is less than that, then this be true. Okay, perfect. All right, so see. What would that be called? Should probably be anything. Any, no. William, switch. Maybe I'll see it. You know what? If I type in bool, no. Okay. Well, there's a way to have it do check if a statement is true. If it is, it returns one thing. If it isn't, it returns another. I can't remember what it's called. If no, those binary shifts. Choice. Wait. Choice. Here we go. Boom. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Actually yank that because we want to use that for this. Choice. That. Now, which one is which? If the first value is true, the second value is taken, otherwise the third value. Okay, so if this is true, then return this. Otherwise, we need an empty list. Okay. List. Empty. Oop. Empty list. Perfect. Choice. Okay, so if that true, then that, or that. Perfect. And putting that in here allows it still to read it in the network, so I don't have to like copy it or something. And stick that there, stick that there. Okay, now that we have that operator, not null. General is not null. Filter. So, okay. Apply this to the list, and that gets us only the slots that are not null. I think that's it, actually. I think I just need to copy that like 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7. Boop. Okay, and now where did that magnet get off to? Right. Wound up back in the system. Yes. Okay. Okay, so if I stick it here. No, it's not going to have enough range. I'm going to have to upgrade it. Or get a second one. Try an upgraded one. Oop, oop. Fell right in that hole. Oh, right. This thing does not have a thing here. Ah, out of my inventory. Wow, I am starting to lag here. Okay, there it is. Okay, what is that direction? That is north. North, fluid. Throw down the tank. Perfect. Now, why did this stop? This isn't empty. That shows us that this is okay to go. So why did you stop? Why is this list empty? Okay. You need a display. I think I may have left one here. I did not. Did I leave one over here? Oop, oop, oop. No, not quite. Okay. Gotta have one in the system then. Yes, yes I do. Two of them, in fact. Interesting. Okay, so What do ambi go on? So let's start with the direct thing here. Okay. It's working now. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's kicking stuff out. Oh, that's not good. Okay, okay. This is unable to cope. Um, we need it to stop. Okay, I thought I could do 7x7 here. Doesn't look like that's actually going to be a thing that I can do. Might have to turn it to like a 5x5. Or I could get another absorption hopper. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Actually, it's also possible the reason why it's having issues is because this hopper is getting overwhelmed. You know what? We'll see. What is going on with this thing here? Okay, yeah, no, that's having no issues keeping up with it. Okay, so that's not the problem. Okay, okay, so so let's go here and here. Put the tank like right between them. That is north. So north is where fluids go, and south is where fluids go. Have that there. So those to pull. Okay. And show area, show area. Is that the correct way? Yeah, I think it is. Yep, okay, so they both need to be -2 on that. Up, I think it needs to be as high as it'll go. Well, okay, it needs to be 3. Okay. Gives them a bit of overlap and gives them a bit more area in which to grab things from. Hopefully this will work now. I wish there was a way to get me to stop picking up the experience. It looks like it's working. Cool. Okay. Take that out then. Put this back in here. Move that. Back into the system. Awesomeness. And we'll see how well that handles things. Oh, I accidentally left the things showing the boxes. Alright, so Next is the mob grinder. I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna have to use computer craft. You know, maybe this isn't a good project for on screen. So let's do something else instead. I'd like to remove the enchantment off this so that I can use that as like my personal pick going forward. From what I understand, grindstones here can remove enchantments. Let me just see. Let me just see if this concurs with that. I didn't quite catch all that. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Wow, that's does the grindstone normally remove enchantments? Because I saw a thing saying that this could remove enchantments. A grindstone is a block that repairs tools, weapons, and armor, as well as removing enchantments from them. Except for curses. Okay, well, that answers my question. I was unaware that grindstone normally had that feature, so if I throw this in here, it should come out the other side without any enchantments. Ick. It did indeed, although I notice it's not stacking with that, so it might still have like the high level cost. Alright. I want Silk Touch on this thing. Surprisingly enough, you can't get higher than level 1 on that. Efficiency. Oh. Oh, I can just jump up to the maximum level just by holding shift. Nice. I didn't think of that. I didn't think that would do anything. I just kind of pressed it out of habit. Okay. Anything else this should have? Backstabbing, blessing, capacity. What does capacity do? Air tanks. Okay. Curse of bones. Chance to reflect damage when hit. Density increases the attack damage of. Okay. Uh, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work for a tool. Multi-shot would be funny on there, but I don't think it would work. All right. That's sanctified. Yeah, I don't really need that. I have keep inventory on, so that's not really something that's necessary. Well, I suppose I could put it on there anyway. Shits and giggles. Don't need unbreaking or unusing. Worker exploitation's funny, but no, I don't really need that. Okay, So what will it take to get all this onto this? 38 levels. That is a lot cheaper than I would have expected. Uh, awesome. And now, and now I can do something that I've kind of been putting off. So, with the quarry running, it has exposed all of these blocks here. Nice, all the modium slate ores. Uh, and I need to go grab them all. Wish there was an easier way to do this. Having to do this manually kind of sucks. Like, I didn't build the machine to dig out these chunks, just to manually remove some of the blocks. But unfortunately, you have to break it with a pickaxe. Seems to be something that stops anything else but a player from breaking them. I'm an idiot. So what I was kind of thinking was I'd pick these up with Silk Touch and then I'd throw them into the system and then let my fortune take it. But I literally just said that doesn't work. So like I'm just being stupid right now. I should get like a fortune pick and be breaking these with a fortune pick. At least they're easy to find. Like I don't have to go very far to find a whole bunch of them. Okay. Actually, you know what? While this is doing that, I can prepare the book. Although that won't exactly take very long. Fortune, efficiency, boon. Actually, no, let's add tombstone to it. It's not really needed, but screw it, whatever. I can, so I'm going to. Like I have keep inventory on, so like it doesn't do anything for me. Oh, it just finished. How many levels is this gonna take? 48. That's not too bad. Oh. Good enough. Okay. That's a pretty decent amount of that. Let's see, what was the use for this? I can, is there any way to like increase that more, or is that the kind of the only way to do that? Oh, that's 3 to 4. It's 3 to 8. I mean, that's a bit more than doubled, but hydrogen chloride, I don't have hydrogen chloride yet, so purification turns into that. I mean, almost kind of. That might do it, but whatever. We're just gonna add this here. Whoops. Add this here. Ores all the modium. Add this. Yep. Okay. Wow, it's got so much aluminum. Okay, and now when I toss this in here, should come up into here. There it goes. And perfect. And eventually this will send... Wait, no, because we don't have any the dust. Alright. All the dust. Yeah, of course, of course. No, I can kind of cheat it by doing this. That. All the modium dust. There we go. Oop, nope. I just want to remove that from my bookmarks. Why is that in my bookmarks? Okay, cool, 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 cool. And it's kind of not really all. Pop over to the old home. The nether quarry should have uncovered a whole bunch of them as well. Ones of the next tier up. They're like really high up though, so look, yep, here's some. That's not it, but that is. Okay. There's some more. Any others? Oh, I thought that was some. It'd be possible to see them on my mini map. Oh, it is. It is actually possible to see them on the map here. I don't see any up there. It's bedrock. That's pretty obviously some right over here. Yep, right there. Boom. Oh, wait, hold it. Yeah. It's quite a nice little cluster here, it looks like. Looks like one of them's guarded by a zombie pigman of some sort. Goodbye. Alright, that's enough for now. That's a chest. Probably should actually loot those chests, but this is something to do off camera. That sounds ominous. Did he go through the portal? He went through the portal. Ah, you can't follow me. Though you did whack me. Alright, let's go home. Right. Okay, now this also needs to be added. Vibranium. Blocks of raw vibranium. And now, let's see, vibranium dust. There we go. All right. Well, I think I want to take a break. That's what I want to do. So, thank you for watching. Have a good evening. I'm gonna work on that mob grinder thing. It's gonna require some programming and a lot of things, so I want to do that off camera. I can't imagine it'll be entertaining. Uh, yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Um, probably stream again tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway.